Hello my friends, Chris here from Cards.n.Colors. Today I'm doing a walkthrough of the Tarot of Mystical Moments from Catherine Waltz-Stein. I hope that is how you pronounce this name. And what I have here is the German edition, because me living in Germany, it was easier to purchase this, German edition as the English or American version is available in Germany as of January 2021. But this German edition was already available. So I got the German edition, and from what I understand, the whole packaging, the whole presentation is exactly the same. Of course, the cards and the images on the cards are the same, just the text on the cards and the text in the little guidebook is in German, of course. And then this nice package, sturdy as you can hear, with some metallic effect here in silver going on the box. I've seen pictures of the American or English edition online, and I know that the title picture is different. It's, I think, the illustration from the Two of Cups, and in the German version you get this beautiful illustration, and I have to say I prefer the German presentation and the German box. Lucky me. So this deck, this is the back, as you can see, quite lovely. A little bit Art Nouveau going on in a very, very pale, a bit dusty mint, I would say. And you get 5 extra cards in this deck, 4 female kings and an extra emperor. And from what I have written in the book, I haven't gone through the complete book, but I just had a sneak peek in a way at the introduction and then the layout that comes with the cards, which sounds quite nice, I have to say. And in the introduction, I was able to read that I guess Mrs. Waltz-Stein first drew female kings and a female emperor, and then decided to add 4 male kings and a male emperor. So you as a reader or collector are free to choose if you want to leave in the female or the male cards, or maybe both. Both, or 2 male, 2 female, or whatnot. As you can see, the cards are gilded in a shiny silver. And honestly, I went through the cards just quickly, but I haven't read them yet. So we're in the middle, I hope, and in focus. The light is not the best here, I have to say. It's quite a gray, dark, rainy day. Well, it's winter, of course. But I wanted to do the walkthrough, and I hope every detail will be possible to see. So we will start here with the Fool, der Narr, called in German. And here we have a lady with a little bird, a lot of flowers, and then what looks to be a giant crocodile, or maybe some sort of a dragon. Which is quite interesting that she chose to depict the crocodile here, because in some of the older decks, like for example the Oswald Wirth Tarot, and of course in the Crowley Toth Tarot, you get a crocodile. Sorry for that. Whoa. You get a crocodile on the Fool, linking back to Zobek or Zebek, the Egyptian crocodile god, which can mean destruction, but also fruitfulness and, in a way, creative chaos. So that quite fits. But in regards to the meaning of the Fool, it's quite interesting because the lady here, She seems to be moving alongside the back of this crocodile alligator dragon thingy, unaware of the head and the mouth of the dragon crocodile thingy, just looking at the flower, which fits, of course, with the traditional meaning of the fool. The magician here with a pointy head, quite interesting, in a house with a swan and a butterfly and a magic wand with light. I hope you can see that here. It's quite interesting that she chose to depict a house, because when you go with the Golden Dawn attributions of Hebrew letters to the charms of the major arcana, you get Bet or Beth, the second letter being connected to the magician, and the meaning of Bet or Beth is house. The High Priestess, quite lovely, with her red curtain here, and then the moon, and then water, and a ship going on, and a shell here. I think it's a shell. Let's have a closer look. Yeah, a shell or a snail. So the cyclical nature of things, and of the moon, of course, peeking behind the veil, and then the water at her feet, or she standing in water or emerging from water. Quite a common depiction of the High Priestess, except for the ship here. The Empress, quite a young Empress. Woo, okay. With a fetus here. And then a dress made of flowers and petals and roses, all in all quite abundant and lush, of course. I like the color tones here, the greens, the misty green, and then the soft pink tones here, and the salmon going on, contrasting the green. The male emperor with some sort of a cathedral on his head as a crown, and then wooden sticks coming out of his beard. Again, you get some flowers here. He seems to be quite thoughtful. The female emperor, quite royal looking, with his crown, in the middle of a castle, I guess. Whoa, 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 having people here. Quite a negative connotation on this emperor, I have to say, this female emperor, being a puppeteer of people. I get a lot of Louis XIV vibes here. So I guess I won't leave this one in. The Hierophant is nice, with an owl and the moon on an old tree with a book here. The owl, symbol of wisdom. And then a little girl here, which reminds me of Alice in Wonderland. And the lovers, you get quite an interesting couple here, with a bird, with a hat, and then a lady with butterflies. Union coming together. The Chariot is a snail, quite interesting, with wheels on it. That is a strange depiction, I have to say. Again, I'm reminded a bit of Alice in Wonderland, and this complete deck, all the art of Catherine Waldstein is, of course, in a way, symbolic, and surreal. So, a woman riding a snail. Strength, interesting. The girl in yellow, which pops, quite interesting, underlining the solar nature of the lion here, hugging the lion, of course. She looks quite serene and calm. I I'm not sure if this is supposed to be the tail of the lion, or I guess the tail of her, because is this just part of her hairdress or is this ears? I'm not entirely sure, I have to say, but I think that this lady here is transforming into a, well, wildcat. I'm not sure if it's a lion, maybe more of a leopard, I think. The Hermit on a tower. A mermaid on a tower. Interesting, with a lantern, of course, but far away from the world. The Wheel of Fortune, quite interesting here, with all the wheels going on behind the dress. So in a way, the interconnectedness of all things hidden from view. Dame Fortune, Lady Fate. Justice is 11, sitting on a house or skyscraper in a way. Clouds in her hair, or maybe her hair is made of clouds, with the sword and the scales, quite traditional in a golden dress, throning above everything. So here in this card you get, in the German version at least, the male title, The Hanged Man. I'm not sure if in the original it's called The Hanged One, because it's depicting a lady with a dress with clouds on it. Again, I'm getting Alice in Wonderland vibes here, with birds peeking out everywhere. Quite interesting. Here we have Death. You can see her bones, and then white lilies, fitting. And then a butterfly, symbol of transformation, and she again looks quite serene, dreamy in a way, not fearful, anxious or anything. Just giving herself over to the transformation that's happening. Woo! One of my favorites as of now, I have to say. Color-wise, I like this teal turquoise minty colors going on in the back. And then the lady in the middle under a canopy or umbrella here with white doves, peaceful, balancing, keeping one, letting one go or fly, keeping the balance. The devil is quite nice here. Ooh, spider legs here, a bit creepy, I have to say. Sitting on a toadstool, so a poisonous lady in a way, with spider webs going on. She can trap you. The tower is interesting because you get the tower, the destruction going on in the tower as we are used to. And then here you have a lady. I'm not sure if these are clouds or little butterfly wings. No, I think they are just clouds from the background here going on. But this lady being the mountain, merging with the mountain on which the tower stands, she is holding on to the tower. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe I will check the book and then try to translate this later, what this is supposed to mean. If she's holding on, or if she is the cause of the destruction that's happening. Quite interesting. Quite a lovely star card, I have to say, with some sort of temple or Taj Mahal, and then a Victorian fairy going on here with a wand crowned with a star. Is this supposed to be a water lily? Could be. I'm not entirely sure if this is a water lily, but some sort of plant here. I have to say, I like the Victorian style, the vintage style here, of course, but I don't really get star card vibes from this. 80. That's quite nice. You get a very big moon here and a lady with a fox, I guess, staring at the moon, being entranced by the moon. But then here you get octopus arms coming out. So, again, quite ambivalent. Is this lady in danger because of this giant kraken coming out of the water behind her? Or is the lady herself the one that is dangerous, maybe? Or her darker side, darker nature that's coming to the surface. The sun, a lady with a white flower hair dress above the clouds and a black bird, or a bird. Okay. Yeah. She radiates light. Okay. Then Judgement, which reminds me in a way of Audrey Hepburn in Breakfast at Tiffany's with her white gloves and the black dress. Though the sunglasses are missing. So here's a city. It could also be New York here. And then the giant trumpet. It's quite a weird depiction, I have to say, because there are no people coming out of the graves. Okay, of course you can get there. It's a wake-up call and so on. She's a divine being in a way, with wings and stuff. But again, like in the star card, it's beautiful, but I don't really get a judgment, I don't know, a new time, a new era begins, deep transformation kind of feeling. The world, interesting. Dress being made of the globe. I'm not sure if one of these is supposed to be the moon circling around our Earth. Interesting headdress. I have to check. Could be some sort of a pine cone. Not entirely sure. But Lady World, the Anima Mundi. Well, I can get there. And it feels round and complete. Yeah, it's okay. The World Dancer. So now we get into the minors. Here we have the Ace of Wands. A lady opening a book and then a flower coming out of it. So if you see the stem of the flower as maybe the wand, that's okay. Growth, unfoldment, opening up to the world in a way. The Two of Wands, yeah. The Lord of Dominion in the Golden Dawn system, and she sits on top of the world and holding the world in her hand. Three of Wands is interesting. A lady like a mountain or maybe even a volcano holding a ship, and then a very, very, very big hair going on, almost like tentacles or snakes in a way. Not entirely sure about this one. The Four of Wands, okay. 4 trees, like 4 wands, birds going on. Looks like a happy party going on. Fulfillment and completion. 5 of Wands, strategy. Playing a game of chess on her own frock in a way, her own dress. 6 of Wands, okay, yeah. A hummingbird, riding a hummingbird. Success. 7 of Wands, strength, okay. Quite a hunky guy here, like some sort of a circus type of guy. Interesting. 8 of Wands, okay, yeah. Flying away with your 8, I guess, umbrellas. Swift movement. Nine of Wands, resilience in a way, strength. She's beautiful. And I like the purple mauve tone going on here, the lilac tone. And then the thorns of the rose. She's been through a lot, but she survived. She's still standing. Some of the cards I get a Moonchild Tarot vibe. Ten of Wands, being overburdened with all the flowers. There's so much you can pick, but you can only carry, well, as much as you can. Page of Wands, interesting, with a toucan, I think it's called. Investigation. Knight of Wands I quite like. And this gives me totally Stella's Tarot vibes. By the way, I think that Stella's Tarot is out of print or hard to find. Yeah. Jumping through the burning circle here. Adventurous. I like the Queen of Wands, I have to say. With the sun going on, or maybe the sunflower radiating light, and then moth here. So no butterflies, but moth being attracted by the light, by her light. Quite seductive in a way, but also serene and calm with the peacock feathers. And then the male King of Wands with drums on fire, quite nice. But in a way, maybe sounding the drums for war. And then the female king, which is quite nice. All in red here, and a magical wand, like a fairy, queen map kind of lady. So by the way, I will leave them out, the two kings, because I have to make up my mind. Ace of Cups, a lady with a big teacup sitting by the water, butterflies coming out of the cup. So this is quite interesting. I get the idea of maybe inspiration, lightheartedness and so on. It's funny because I get a lot of the star vibes from this card instead of the actual star card. And butterflies in combination with cups makes me think of the El Gran Tarot Esoterico, and is it Picard? The Picard system? I'm not sure if I'm right there, but there is a very special system that is used in the El Gran Tarot Esoterico and in the Crystal Tarot, in the Balbi Tarot, and the modern Oswald Wirth Tarot. And they associate cups with air, with a lot of birds and butterflies going on. So I'm not sure. The creator of this deck writes in the introduction that she was mostly inspired by Rider-Waite. So I'm not sure if she is familiar with this special system of associating butterflies with cups. Maybe this is just a coincidence. So this is the title, image or illustration on the box of the English or American version. I prefer the German one, I have to say. For comparison, again, the German box, dreamy, celestial. The American version, a bit creepy. I get a bit of The Shining vibe here from the twins in the hallway. With a tulip entwined, okay, yeah, get that. Caduceus, black and white in a way. But all in all, I'm not sure. This card is in a way creepy. This one is nice. Some, I guess, roaring 20s to ladies here going on with hula hoop thingies, yeah. Four of Cups, quite interesting, with the goose here and the umbrella. Five of Cups, yeah, it speaks for itself. 3 blossoms have fallen, 2 remain, but she just focuses on that which is lost. 6 balloons, childhood memories. Okay, yeah, get that. Okay, so the illustration on the German box of this deck is the 7 of Cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stars. Yeah, pointing to one of the stars, having to make a decision. And we also get the cloud from the Rider-Waite-Smith 7 of Cups, the cloudiness, the fog in a way. But here it's in a way mirrored or the other way around, which is quite neat. So the lady is part of the cloud and not watching at the cloud. Instead of the cloudiness of the traditional 7 of Cups, she seems to be quite focused and clear in her decision making. Ooh, a ladybug lady. Okay, a lot going on here. 2 swans, 2 dragonflies, 2 butterflies, 2 birds, 2s, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, of course. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, of course. Going on a journey, leaving things behind. I get that. And here's the traditional moon from the 8 of Cups. But I'm not so sure about all the couples. Because, I don't know, in this depiction I get more of a feeling of she being lonely on her way, surrounded by all those couples. I guess we maybe all have once in a lifetime experienced the situation of New Year's Eve, which is about to come, being single on New Year's Eve, and when it's 12 o'clock and all the couples are hugging and kissing. I get this kind of vibe here. But maybe she's quite happy being a single and free and able to move where she wants to. We don't know. Maybe I'll check the book. 9 of Cups. Quite awkward cup wand thingies here. Fan thing. Not sure. Yeah, she's confident, she's happy with everything she has achieved. Not my favorite. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. 10 goldfishes here going on. And then an octopus lady and a merman. Happily ever after with the rainbow. Yeah. I like this one. With the teacup and the goldfish and the little girl. Like the dress and everything. The tones. Lovely. Ooh, the Knight of Cups. Okay, I get some Indian vibes here. With the lotus and the heart. Playing the heart like a lyre or guitar. It's a nice depiction and I like the composition and the colors and everything. Not sure about the Knight of Cups vibes. No movement here. Queen of Cups, yeah. Get that. Ooh. Tentacle, hair, dress. This looks like Rosemary underwater, I have to say, sitting on a shell, petting a seahorse, which is lovely. And then the male king, I like him, I have to say. Not just because he is handsome and in a way reminding me of Tom Benjamin or Ben Jolivet. So if Tom Benjamin ever watches this walkthrough, he reminds me of Tom Benjamin. With the whales. Captain Ahab, maybe. And the ship. And here we have the female King of Cups. Interesting. Well, already a scratch here. Again, octopus, crown, hairdress thingy going on. She being a mountain. A ship passing through her legs in a way. And then another ship in her hand. Not sure. Ace of Swords. So, some ethnic diversity going on here. I like that. with a black lady with a nautilus headdress crown. And then, quite interesting, oh yeah, a keyhole, and she's holding the key. Yeah, the key to the mind. That is neat. And then the mountains in the back, quite airy, a bit cold feeling in the background. But then her dress here, I guess it's not supposed to be like space with the stars in it, but it has a cosmic feel in a way. Two of Swords. Okay, make up your mind. Crazy hairdresser vibes here again. A nod to Alice in Wonderland. Three of Swords. Okay. Interesting. 3 arrows and a rose instead of a heart. And then I guess swords going on here. 4 of Swords. Yeah, taking the time out. Totally. 5 of Swords. Ooh. Oh, he's heartbroken, I guess. That's interesting. And this mysterious lady here, I'm not sure. Is she the cause of his heartbreak? We don't know. 6 of Swords instead of a boat. She is, the lady here is on a dark cloud with an anchor and a star. 7 of Swords. Serpenty vibes here going on with the X. Clinging on to what is yours in a way, but maybe she's stealing the X. We don't know. 8 of Swords. In a cage. Yeah, although the cage is open. 9 of Swords. Beautiful depiction here going on. All the different eyes. 10 of Swords. Nah, I'm not the biggest fan of this 10 of Swords. I get the idea, yeah. 10 sticks or needles or whatnot pointing at her head, at her headdress. The sun is rising in the background, but all in all it's a bit... Page of Swords with a dandelion, yeah, and all the books like that. Knight of Swords, that's quite interesting too, cutting through the dark clouds here. Interesting. Queen of Swords on a balloon, so above everything, but perspective here. No widow vibes here, and I like this one. King of Swords is quite beautiful, I have to say. And I already read the text because I drew this card and it was quite interesting what the text had to say about it. By the way, the text is quite nice because you not just get a list of keywords or something, possible meanings and stuff. No, you even get a very detailed description of the different elements in the card. And I like that in a book, in a companion book. So here we have the female King of Swords. She's nice, but needle and a thread made of stars. Yeah, again, fairy, queen map kind of vibes. Ace of Discs. Beautiful here, with the growth coming out of the earth and the lady contemplating the growth. 2 of Discs, lady on a skyscraper, balancing everything. 3 of Discs, not my favorite, I have to say. I don't like the brick wall in the flower petal stuff going on here. Just art-wise, I have to say. And I don't mean this harmful in any way. Of course, the art is stunning in this deck, but personally, I'm not the biggest fan of this here. But they're working together, I get. I guess. 4 of discs. Okay, yeah. Everything's fine, but you're in a golden cage. Speaking of cages, 5 of discs. Yeah, it's snowy. Oh, the flower's about to die. There's light, but no one's helping her. 6 of discs I like. The 2 Chinese, I guess Chinese ladies, drinking tea here. Ah, they're the scales. Yeah, giving, sharing. 7 of discs, waiting for fruition. And I like this one, 8 of discs, painting a butterfly, hugging a butterfly, but perfecting it, taking care in the little things. That's nice. I have to read the booklet because now I remember that this card was part of my first ever drawing. 9 of discs. Yeah, fruitful, abundant, with a bird. 10 of discs, quite interesting. The man here sitting on this circle of I don't know. There's a thread going on. So from generation to generation, of course, he has the family. But he feels quite disconnected from everything. I'm not sure if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe it depends on the question or situation. Page of discs, caring for the little flower. Knight of discs, a horse made of leaves. Okay, I get the idea. Queen of discs, with not just one bunny, but a family of bunnies here. Yeah, and again, ethnical diversity. And then the male king, standing on a stack with some Roman coins. Yeah, neat. And the female king. I don't know. Yellow flowers with coins in them, I guess. A castle in a headdress. Not really. Not really. So, there you have it. A walkthrough and quick review of the Tarot of Mystical Moments by Catherine Wells Stein, the German edition, but as mentioned before, the box, the book, the cards, the illustrations, the art, of course, is completely the same as in the English or American version of this deck. Yeah, if you weren't sure if you would like to get this deck, I hope this walkthrough helped you find a decision, and I wish you all, well, it's a bit too early to say a Happy New Year, but a nice New Year's Eve, and yeah, of course, a very good 2021. Things will get better, I'm sure. Bye.